What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to see if we can do a free upgrade to the Toyota Supra just to give it a little bit more engine noise. So we'll go ahead and pop the hood. What I've noticed after looking at the engine bay on the air intake, so this is the air box, obviously the pipe that goes to the turbo, there is a giant baffle on the back of this, definitely some sort of sound deadening. So the goal is, I think we can take this off, remove it somehow and plug the opening to where maybe we'll get some more engine and turbo noises. I already did a clip with the GoPro and the external microphone inside the engine bay. There is some blow-off valve noise, there's turbo noise, there's some pretty cool noises. You can't really hear it too well inside the cabin of the car, so I feel like if we can get this piece off and plug this, I think we might get a little bit more sound with the stock airbox. As of now, I don't believe there are any aftermarket air intake kits for the Supra, so I'm pretty much left to do pretty much anything on my own right now. But we'll take this engine cover off. Actually comes off very quickly and easily. The top of the engine, nothing too dramatic looking, but if we take a look at it, you can see this heat shield since the turbo and everything is right there. Actually, we can get a little bit of a look. There's the stock downpipe, which that seems to be a really good upgrade to do. That will come shortly. However, I am still unsure if I can safely run a downpipe without a tune. Some companies have said that's perfectly fine to do, but with the GTR, I know that is not recommended, so I don't think I want to do that yet. I'm still waiting on the catbacks to get done with R&D. But I think we're gonna mess with just getting the airbox off, seeing what this actual piece looks like, and then kind of go from there. So here's a good look at everything now. Here is the pipe that goes to the turbo. The turbo is sitting right in there. You can get a good look at it. Everything is super clean, which is nice with a brand new car. So then the actual air filter they give you, that's what it looks like. Just a basic paper air filter that says BMW on it, of course. Looking in here, we got some foam. I wonder what that does. I wonder if that's sound deadening as well. Although it is kind of nice how this is a cold air intake. You can see this tube right here going into the front end of the car. So that is nice, it is getting some fresh airflow. I don't see where a recirculation valve would be connected into this pipe at all. Definitely don't see it on this side. There is a piece of plastic down there, but kind of hard to tell. And then this looks like actually some sort of muffler device as well. There's no hole or anything up there. Now I was actually about to remove this foam thing, but it just hit me. Maybe this somehow collects water if there is any type of water going in here, just to make it not go right into the engine. I'm not too sure. Comment down below for any of you BMW guys. Would that be what that is, or is that for sound? I can easily remove that later on if, that would help it get a little bit louder. But here's a good look at the piece that we just took off, the top of the airbox. And then here's this whole piece. There's kind of just a little hole in it, as you can tell. So I was taking a closer look at the engine bay of the car. This is quite odd. For those of you who own the Supra, if you could double check this. I don't know if I can pick it up on camera, but there is a clip down there that has nothing in it. It's as if maybe the Z4 has something else, but I'll try to get a quick shot of it. But there's a plastic clip that a pipe would go in. It's just an empty clip, and it was actually open. But what could this possibly be for? I don't know, there's just an empty clip back there. So I'll be using a T20 hex key to get these two bolts off. There's one on each side. I think that's the only thing holding this on, but we'll just get these loose real quick. Might just have to pop that up a little bit with the flathead. All right, so that's what we're left with. So just a circle opening. Hopefully I can find something to plug that, and just a rubber gasket, and then it just kind of goes on like that. So now onto the store to get what I think I need. So here's the rubber O-ring that came out of the inside of this piece and was on top of this end piece. So basically, I need something that will fit around this rubber O-ring. This piece sat inside this groove. So as long as the outer diameter of this is the same as the inner diameter of some type of rubber or pipe cap or something like that, it'll work. I can basically put a nice high temperature, high strength rubber piece around this, clamp it down so this is completely sealed off. So we're gonna take the GTR out for this. Hopefully it starts. I haven't driven it in a few days. Let's close the door. There we go. It almost didn't want to start. I know you cannot see me with the lighting probably, but basically this rubber O-ring I'm gonna bring with me and should be able to find the part that I need. And once again, hopping into this car is so weird. It's so mechanical. I highly doubt you guys can hear the induction noises. You can definitely hear the exhaust right now. The valves were closed in that first one. But the goal, since there aren't any intakes for the Supra, is to make that actually sound pretty good right now, since I can't really do anything else. Obviously, I'm used to the GTR, which is fully done. Everything's done on this pretty much as far as making noise. So we gotta do something to get the Supra a little bit more lively, a little bit more drama. It has the exhaust pops in its favor. That is incredible. But I'm kind of used to something like this. I think that's the one unfortunate thing with a new car. Nothing exists. Alright, so I am heading back from Lowe's. I think I got exactly what I need, just a rubber thing. I don't know. It's about 2 inches and it should work very well for what I'm needing to do. Hopefully we get a little bit of sound out of the Supra now. Alright, slight detour just because I have to. I haven't driven this car in a while. We are heading up to the tunnel and windows up because I do not want to die of my ears falling out. Alright, now we're going to be home. I don't know why I keep saying now we're going to be home, because now I want to do one more thing in the GTR just to hear the engine noise, which hopefully we're going to get in the Supra. I don't know if you can hear the blow-off noise. Alright, so here's another look at the part as we are now home, greeting the Supra once again. So the goal is for this piece, it's a rubber piece, it's actually pretty thick rubber, 2-inch diameter, that is the name of it. But I like how it does have the stainless steel clamp on it, so that is basically going to fit over this, and yeah, hopefully it works. Alright, so now let's put this thing together. As you can see, that is the whole piece, and then taking this apart, just a piece of paper in it. And as far as heat goes, I don't think there's going to be any type of issues or anything. I mean, this is just cheap plastic anyway, and most of the plastic in the inside of an engine bay is pretty thin. This has got a good thickness to it, maybe like less than 1/4 of an inch though, but good enough. So let's just take this. Now this is a little bit smoother down here, and then it's taller on this one edge. Hopefully I can get it around pretty much everything. And I think also I'll take the original O-ring, I'll put that in place just to help give it some extra something to attach to. Might have to trim a little bit, but I might just have to finagle it in there. Something like that. Alright, so I spent a little bit of time with the Dremel, hopefully to flatten out this one side, because it's a little bit of a tight fit to get it into the slot right there. You can kind of see it a little bit. Alright, I think that is it. It looks pretty factory, not too bad, and that'll basically just be completely plugged. Alright, so there is a good look at it. Looks a little empty without that giant baffle or whatever it's called. This is definitely a silencer of some sort too. This piece looks pretty good on it. You know, I can definitely clean it up a little bit to make it a little bit more smooth looking, but you know, overall for what it is, that definitely looks fine enough. And then I had the GoPro mounted here with the external microphone sitting right here, so I'll do that exact same thing. But now let's drive it to see if we get any more noise out of the Supra. Alright, so in normal mode, we'll just do a quick rev. Alright, and then sport mode. this angle, I don't notice any difference as far as revving goes, as far as how the engine is going to sound. But we'll do the same things that I did earlier this morning that you guys did not see. I have the external microphone all hooked up. It'll be interesting to see if there is any noise difference. Exhaust certainly sounds pretty good. Alright, so same acceleration. Sport mode. Now we'll do a quick acceleration in normal automatic mode. Well, from inside the car, I honestly don't notice a single bit of difference. It makes no difference at all. Let me try it slower with the windows down. I might hear a little bit of wastegate or blow-off noise. Alright. The flutter. Alright, so I think with windows down, I might just hear the slightest bit of a little bit more turbo noise, but like this much. So probably really not worth your time to do. I have not seen a single cold air intake or upgraded air intake for this car yet. Hopefully someone comes up with one very soon that like routes the air filter into the front bumper or something to where it is still a cold air intake, but having an aluminum pipe will get that sound out of it. But that's kind of it for today's video, something quick that really didn't do anything different. So if you enjoyed a few accelerations in the GTR and a little bit of the engine noises in the Supra, because this does sound pretty good stock. I haven't heard the after audio clips that you guys have already heard yet, but at least the before clips of how the engine sounds when you floor it, sounds pretty good. There's some flutter to the recirculation valve and everything. Well, that is it, guys. Give it a thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you next video.